Hey there, Focklers, how's it going? Okay, so today we are grabbing the bike from the storage lot here, and we are taking it home for you guys to install the bar setup and wire up a USB and see how this goes. I think the bars are going to look and work a lot better than the factory setup. I guess we'll see. Giving you guys a quick overview of what the factory setup looks like on the bike. And we're going to do a ride home video so you guys can see my perspective from standing up on the bike and how slouched over I am and uncomfortable these factory bars are. Plus they're too small, cute. I feel like every time I try to wheelie or really get going in some bush territories, I have to bend them or break them. So I think it's time for an upgrade. We're getting into the install right after this ride. Let's have some fun. Yes, sir. All right. Sound quality on the bike is pretty terrible. I don't know if you guys will even be able to hear me. Hey, she's ready to go today. So that's the seating position. I'll show you guys the standing up position in a few minutes here when we're rolling, but seated, they're not terrible. They're not the most comfortable, but they're not bad. Standing up is where it's not so nice though. I feel like Hunchback of Notre Dame, you know? Keep it out of the sloppy stuff, you know, Canadian winters are. Salty as ever. Okay, here's a better stand-up example. So
I'm definitely hunched too far forward. I feel like I'm leaning over the front tire.
Holy, that is too much fun. I cannot wait for this warmer weather to stick around. Okay, so we got the bike back to the Berkeley's garage, headquarters, backyard, driveway slash whatever it is, everything. Bike is set up here, so we're gonna get this bar setup underway. To start, crack off the 4 8mm bolts that are holding on the mirrors and the controls, throttle tube, as well as your horn, indicators, and high beam, low beam. You'll be able to kind of just dangle that stuff out of the way. You'll also have to disconnect the reusable zip ties there. Get those out of the way, hang your controls forward, and then go on to the 4 12mm bolts there that hold the bars to the actual triple clamp, and just get everything off and out of the way, and we'll get on to seeing what the new bars look like atop this bike. Let's go. Here we go. Okay, so crack the 8mm. One. Wedged in there. Y'all seen that? Little slot for that wire. Sits in there nice. Okay, set that aside. We're gonna go ahead in there with the pick. See if we can't get these to retract exactly. Reusable zip ties, ladies and gentlemen. Don't just go breaking them. Definitely useful, especially for handlebar stuff. You use a flathead, a small flathead as well. I just handy with the pick, you know. Okay, set those aside as well. Now, gonna need a Phillips for the back of this one, and a Phillips for the back of this one as well. Give me a second, we'll get back into it. Okay, so like I said, Phillips for the back of these. You have to straighten the bars out a little bit to get the back one here. There's one. And the second one. Two screws. Straight apart. Just make sure you slide it. Clips in like that, so slide it up and then pivot it out. Perfect. This side of the bar is loose. We're getting that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, same goes for this side. 1 screw. 2 screws. There we go. Okay, there's a couple wiggles, and she should crack loose for you there. Pro tip, take the mirror off before you get into this. Might make your life a little bit easier. Okay. Instead of that, we'll jump to getting the bars loose. 412 mils, remember? Crack these loose so we can actually manipulate the bars enough to slide the throttle tube right off, and thus free the mirror and the stop switch and everything else. There's those two. Give them just a quick smack like that, and boom, there we go. Now you can slide the bar out of the throttle tube and free everything as I said. Okay, so go ahead and set this off all to the side. There you go. So factory handlebars, cute, very thin all the way across, 7/8 I would imagine. It's not very appealing. They bend easy, they're uncomfortable when standing for taller guys. It's not a great bar setup. So time to get something on there that actually gives us a little bit better feel, better look, all around just a better bar setup. So let's get into it. Okay, so if you guys are a little behind the curve, didn't watch the last video is what I'm joking at. We have the Pro Taper, what do you call that? 1/4 inch riser, as well as bar upsizer. So this is what you're gonna have to do if you want to go with a Fatbar, Pro Taper, or a Tusk Chubby bar. So yeah, these are the beautiful babies, and these are gonna help us get our bars on there. So let's get into it. Whee! Look at those things. So to install these, you want to go Allen's in, okay? The Pro Taper labels are going to be facing out, and each of these is 2 6mm Allen head bolts. Okay, so okay, for the wise ones out there, a little bit Loctite never hurt nobody. If you know how much these bikes vibrate, you know it's not a bad idea. Not a bunch, just a little bit. Want to be able to still get them off if you ever need to, right? Unless it's someone else's shit, then send her home, you know? Now these, they set home with those little dimples there at the bottom, so they sit into this actual groove. There's not much adjustment you can get out of them. If the bars sit, they fit, you know what I mean? Okay, second on here, a little dabble do you, a little dabble do you. A little bit of Chiba in there, Chiba hair in there never helped. A little bit of Chiba hair in there never hurt, right? See what I mean? I still got them loose in there. There's a little in and out movement, but not much actual adjustment there. Okay. Go over those, verify that everything is snug. Okay, feeling good. Let's get some bars on here. Okay, before we go any further, we gotta get this grip off. Some people have been able to roll it off. I tried. I'm not messing with it. I don't need it. We got new grips, so let's get the old grip off this tube here. It came off pretty butter-like, I would say. butter like. Okay, here we go. Throttle tube is free of grip. Too bad for the brand new grip, but it is what it is. Okay, Fockers. So, if you didn't check into the last video, like I said, this is part of the new bar setup, the Tusk Chub. I like calling them chubbies, it sounds a little funnier, but it's the CR high bend, so it's a little more of an up swoop bar. Gets you a little more upright when you're standing up for us tall guys, and just a much stronger, more durable bar than the stock stuff. Obviously, it doesn't have the cross strut here, so you can actually fit more accessories, i.e. a USB charger or GPS or phone mount or whatever on here. So, okay, first thing you want to do before anything is slide that back into the throttle tube there, so you don't have to take anything back apart. Loosely place it in there, and then just grab your bar clamps. Remember, Pro Taper logo out, so you can read it from the outside of the bike there. Remember, just set them up loose so you can sit on the bike and see what's comfortable. We'll get the grips on there after, once everything is a little more snug and we know we can put a little pressure on them. Looking better already. Snug it up just a little bit, not enough to leave marks. I always like to go in a cross pattern, but you do whatever feels right for you, huh? Okay, we got those snug on there. Okay, Fockers, next step. Some Pro Taper pillow top tri-density MX grips. These things are sweet. Anti-rip tip, look at that. So to install these, I've been told, never done it before, we'll see how this goes, is to use some spray paint. We got some textured non-skid finish. So non-skid, maybe it'll help with the grips. Let's get these puppies on here. Just in case you didn't know, because I didn't, we got a left and a right. One's thinner, easier to squish, one's not. So the left we're going to go ahead and put on first. Put this stuff up and out of the way just in case. Don't want to, ouch, don't want to douse it. I don't know if you spray it on the bar or you spray it on the grip or what. Let's spray some on the grip. Hope you guys can see that. Kind of scared to get some on the bike here. Let's give her a dusting. Let's hope that helps. I don't see what came out, but oh yeah, it's a little bit of a job to get her on there. Once she's on there, she's feeling good though. Oh yeah, much nicer. Much nicer than the factory stuff, I'll tell you that much already. So just make sure you really reef her on there. Line her up if that sort of thing will drive you nuts like it will me. Now we can go ahead and put this side controls back on. Okay guys, just found a tricky one. So as I was going to put the controls back on here, I noticed, if you can tell, there's a little nipple there. So that used to go to a detent in the bars right there. So we're gonna have to take a die grinder bit and just get rid of that, make that smooth so she'll fit nicely around the bars, and then we'll continue. Say goodbye, my friend. Okay, so this is what I use, guys. Good old D-walt and a conical die grinder bit. A little sparkly in there at the moment, but no more nipple. So it should slide perfectly over the bars now, and we will be able to keep this train rolling. Let's get it. Okay. Like I said before, we're going to go ahead and get these controls back over the bars. See if we can't set this up. A little bit of a pain in the ass to get that over, but once you get her in there, she'll work. So I'm a sucker for a little bit of Loctite. Just going to put a little dabble dooey on these ones, just to make sure. Like I said, these bikes vibrate quite a bit. So, just as you did the bars, tighten up everything snug, but not tight, just so you can still adjust it when you're actually sitting on the bike and the time comes. Get our mirror clamp, clutch clamp back together here. Not sure if I'm going to continue to run the factory mirrors or not. I guess we'll see how it looks when we get it all back together here. Alrighty then, let's try this again. Sometimes the bolts need that little bit of coercion to get in there, but they will find their home eventually. Okay, those ones especially, just leave those loose for now, like I said. Okay, Fockers, like I said, we're gonna get this mirror off of here. I really don't like the way they look anyway. And remember, they're reverse thread. Go ahead and spin this ugly thing off of here. I think we'll just keep one on for now. Okay. So, remember, this was a tight click. We're going to see if it's the same going in. I think it's gonna be because of that connector there. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so she's together there. Just a dabble do you the Loctite on these. Don't drop them. That's a dumb move. Again, same thing, loosely cinch them up. Don't tighten anything final until you know where you want it, right? We won't know until we're sitting on the bike. So let's go ahead, wiggle this together properly. She's coming along. Still loose enough to move for now. Throttle's still mobile, which is always a good thing. Trusty old 8mm again. This actually has an up arrow on it. says up as well. Can't really hook that one up too good. But I mean, hey, what do I know? Maybe you can. Might need to free the brake cable there. Ah, that worked. Just a treat, huh? Okay, there we go. That's better. Much, much better. Okay. Get on to one of the last pieces here. Throttle grip. Okay, guys, last step. Well, last assembly step. Let's hope that helps, as everyone says. Go ahead and make sure you smack around there nice and good. Like, make sure you send her all the way home. Now once that dries up, she should harden good and tough like. We should have no problems. This one's already starting to harden a little bit, so we're laughing there. Okay, so now final step would be to sit on the bike, get everything where you like it, and start final tightening everything. Let's see how this puppy feels. Ya dig? Let's get into it. Okay, so once you get everything loosely on there, like we talked about, just go ahead and start to set up where you like your bars, forward or rearward. I got some hash marks there. You can just line them up with the T or the top of the A and Pro Taper and figure out where you like it, more forward, more backward. This feels way better already, so I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up these 4 8mm bolts, because I have found where I like them. Feels good to me there. Want a crisscross pattern, as I spoke about before. Those bars aren't going nowhere. So next, you want to feel out where you want your shift and brake lever in orientation of where you're sitting. I do the 2-finger on most of them, so as long as I can 2-finger it, I feel good there. Both those are good. You can go ahead and tighten up your 8mm. Sorry, those are 10mm. Yeah, correction. The new ones, the new Pro Tapers, are 10mm. So go ahead and tighten up those 4 10mm and then tighten up your 4 8mm. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the mirror off on this side. Feels a little more dirt bike style, and I got one mirror for the passing lane. What do I need another mirror for, right? So you can go ahead and feel out where you want all your functions, right? In relation to your hand, you want to be able to kind of quickly get to everything. High beam, low beam, horn, left, right, stop, and then obviously off, run, hazards, and the start. Once you get everything there, you can tighten up the 4 Phillips bolts in the bottom of this, and you're laughing. She's just about ready to go for a test ride, you know? So I'm going to tighten up the 4 bolts, and then let's get into it. Want to be careful not to pinch any of the electronics in there. That's your starter and your hazards. That would be catastrophic. Not like it's that much wiring, but who wants to do wiring, really? Come on. There you have it, guys. She is just about ready to roll. What do you think the new bar setup looks like? I'm digging it with the single mirror. Starting to look more and more like a dirt bike. Okay. New bars are on, ladies and gentlemen. Jesus. One mirror fancy. Start calling me One Mirror Michael here. Hey, like Jackson? Get it? One Glove Michael, One Mirror Michael. Never mind. Those bars are infinitely better. Here's one of POV. That is how we are looking. Okay, so forgot we gotta throw these reusable zip ties back on, hold the wires back to the bars nicely, and we're gonna get out for a rip before the sun goes completely down. Let's go. Okay, time for a rip, ladies and germs. Right off the bat, way more comfortable. Oh, that's so much better. Way better, ladies and gentlemen. This is so much more comfortable. Some of this slush. Oh, way better standing up. Oh, so much better standing up. I am not leaning over the front tire anymore. That is amazing.
not a whole bunch of snow, Jesus. These bars are way nicer. Oh, wee guys, these feel fucking awesome. Look at that beauty. New bar setup, something else. Feels better, looks better. Tusk Chubby. Highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. It looks so good on there. Little escarpment view in the background there. Yeah, these bars win. Make the bike feel 100 times better. 100 times better. I'm not slouching over the front tire anymore. I can stand up reasonably straight. No complaints. They feel better. Definitely a little more stiff. Less wiggle wobble to them, which is always a good thing. Yeah, we still got to get the USB dual port charger hooked up, but we'll get into that when we get back. I wanted to get a nice little ride in for you guys while it's still light out so you can see the bike, see how it feels. I know we probably got terrible wind noise during the ride, but give me another week or so, we'll get something rolling here that's going to make it sound much better. Much better. Anyways, guys, let's finish this ride with these sweet chubbies. Let's go. Okay, guys, so there she is. 2021 Honda CRF300L with the Tusk Chubbies on there. Looks incredible. Feels incredible. Just the perfect bar setup for me. Definitely a lot taller, so I'm not hunched over, feeling like I'm over the front tire so much when I'm riding. The pillow top grips are super comfortable. Super comfortable. I'm really liking the one mirror. You only really need to check the left side of you, right? Right side you get to do a head check, so definitely seem a lot more sturdy. No complaints. I'm a happy camper. So what do you guys think? Like the bar setup? Don't like the bar setup? Let me know what you think. I like to hear your input on what you think I should get next too. Like I said, I think I want an exhaust. Exhaust and a tuner I think would be sweet, but maybe a couple little things. Clutch and brake lever, maybe chain guide. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we'll see if we can't make it happen. As always, thanks for joining. You guys want more CRF content? Let me know. Whoop. Like and subscribe, okay? Maybe I'll freeze my dick off again and get some more riding videos for you guys. So all this stuff's still all over the ground. Not so nice, but this is. Ooh wee. A couple more weeks, or a bunch more weeks. We're gonna be out there, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be enjoying the summertime. Okay. Check back in for more installs coming soon.